The Scandalous Gospel of Jesus. What's so good about the good news? By Peter J. Gomes. Narrated by Patrick Lawlor. Copyright 2007, Peter J. Gomes. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Harper One, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers, and was produced in the year 2007 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Introduction. The great principle dominating the composition of Scripture is that of the ascent towards discovery. Henri Daniel Rope. What is the Bible? When I remember that the literal translation of the term gospel is good news, I recall a wonderful encounter with Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. In the summer of 2001, I found myself at divine service in the parish church in Windsor Great Park, where the royal family attends Sunday worship when in Windsor. The parish church is tiny, Victorian, and Gothic, complete with a choir composed of estate workers, and on the Sunday in question both Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the Queen Mother were in attendance. To my great delight, immediately following the service, I was invited to join mother and daughter for drinks at Royal Lodge, the Windsor residence of the Queen Mother. Then, in her 102nd year, she was holding court in the form of a splendid pre-luncheon party in a setting worthy of a Merchant and Ivory film, and eventually I was summoned into the royal presence, where Her Majesty maintained a lively conversation. Among other observations, the Queen Mother remarked on how excellent the sermon had been. "Don't you agree?" she asked me, which is a difficult question for an honest clergyman to answer. So I did what anyone would do under the circumstances. I agreed. Then, with that world-class twinkle in her eye, the Queen Mother remarked, "I do like a bit of good news on Sunday, don't you?" To that declaration I gave hearty assent, for the great gift of the Christian faith is the proclamation of good news, even in bad or difficult times. To be reminded of the good news is to be reminded of the real gospel, and in some sense I owe what follows here to that casually accurate remark of the Queen Mother, who unknowingly serves as the inspiration for these thoughts on the substance of Jesus' preaching and teaching. I cherish her remark as a reminder not only of a delightful and memorable morning, but of why Christians continue to be sustained by the real gospel message of Jesus Christ. For that small insight into a great truth, I shall always be in happy debt to her late.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?